All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Lime Rock. Patrick Pieper and Chad Ragsdale on the front row. They are both in late models. Aaron Smith, Indy Kirchenbauer in the second row. Kirk Marble and Vern Spring on the third. Austin Ruskoff, Colin McDonough on the fourth. Ryan McDaniel rounds out the street stock. Aaron Brill in a late model starts at the tail of the field. Here we go. Remember, standing start. Everybody is ready. Everybody set. Green flag in the air. They are down and away. Aaron Brill has had a problem. He finally gets it going. Expect to see those late models break away here early. Aaron Smith currently leading the street stocks, but Chad Ragsdale, Patrick Pieper already pulling away. This will get interesting here in just a moment as they come over the hill for the first time. Whoa! Kirk Marble was way out of shape, but pulled it back together. The top of that hill is one of the spots we mentioned. Things will get dangerous here tonight. One car went extremely wide back there. I believe it was Ryan McDaniel. He's gathered it back up and on the attack. Aaron Brill finally has that late model up to speed. Excuse me. Aaron Smith currently leading the street stocks, followed by Indy Kirchenbauer and Kirk Marble. Colin McDonough not far behind as Aaron Brill is working his way through the street stocks, trying to get back up to Pieper. And as you saw, and as Pieper mentioned earlier, that late model is super planted. Coming over that hill, it does great. Patrick Pieper just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 52.74. 3 seconds faster than the fastest street stock driven by Aaron Smith. Kirk Marble still, holy cow, Kirk, hold on to it. And if you missed it, we'll try and get another look at it at some point in the race, but back there by that blue, man, Kirk hanging it all out. Back there by that blue spotter stand, coming onto the back straightaway, there is actually a gnome back there holding an American flag. Patrick Pieper has started to pull away from Ragsdale. Now it's a 2.3 second lead. Aaron Smith leads the street stocks by 3 seconds over Indy. Kirk Marble still right there with them, and Aaron Brill is running them down. And we'll be able to see from Aaron Brill's car how quickly he can run them down. And you see he is not getting out of the throttle at the top of the hill like the street stocks are having to do. A little bit wide. Kirk Marble third in class at the moment. Gonna try and get his in-car camera to take a look at Indy as they come over the hill. Be interesting to see how much these cars come off the ground. Even high downforce cars have been known to catch air over this hill. Indy just ahead, we know. Kirk, whoa! Got some air that time. Ryan McDaniel back at the back after that turn. After coming out of the last turn a couple laps ago and having problems trying to run Vern Spring down. Austin Ruskoff back there in 8th, running down Colin McDonough right now. Aaron Brill still working his way through the street stocks, has almost caught up to Kirk and Indy. Indy getting a little drift on. And there you saw the front tires getting a little bit of air. Whoa! Indy hung it out a little too much that time. Kirk is on his bumper. Chad Ragsdale still holding about 4 seconds behind Patrick Pieper in the late models. Aaron Brill currently 3rd in the late models. Still a lot of track to close, but plenty of time to get there. Ryan McDaniel becomes the first car lapped by the late models. Won't be the last, as here they come, closing the gap on Vern Spring. Kirk Marble and Indy Kirchner are now battling it out side by side. Ryan McDaniel has had a problem back behind. We'll take a look here in a minute. Aaron Brill now in the mix. Remember, that late model has several hundred horsepower, more than the street stocks. But Aaron did not get much practice time. He is having to baby it here in the early going. Kirk Marble now moves up to 2nd in class. And this battle between Kirk and Indy may come down to who makes the last mistake, who hangs it out a little too much. That battle is definitely holding up Aaron Brill. Ragsdale continues to pull away as Pieper pulls away from him. Let's see what happened to Ryan. Oh, Ryan moving over, letting one of the late models get by. Back on the power, just loses it over the top of the hill. We knew it was bound to happen. It was just a matter of when. Colin McDonough appears to be having some connection problems. Today did have an whoa, holy cow, Kirk. Kirk and Indy really pushing these cars to the limit. iRacing did have an update this morning. We have historically seen those updates cause glitches in races. Hopefully that is not the case tonight, as Kirk Marble goes back to second in the street stock. Indy already setting up to go to the inside in turn one. Doesn't have enough to get there yet. Aaron Smith has got to love hearing the battle going on behind. He is running away. And folks, don't forget, next week will be the start of the of season 2 rather, of the Street Stock Challenge. Expecting a lot of drivers and a lot of fun like we saw in season 1. Patrick Pieper has opened up the gap now to 5.7 seconds on Chad Ragsdale. Aaron Smith has now pulled a 12.5 second gap on Kirk and Indy. I don't think these two care a thing about running him down. You know they're both smiling. As Ryan McDaniel just ahead. Whoa! Looked like Ryan and Indy got together. Ryan was already a little loose coming out of that turn. Taking a look down from the blimp. There you see Ryan already trying to get it gathered up. He comes up. Indy was there. Nothing he could do. Patrick Pieper is on pit road. Looks like fuel only for him. Quick fuel stop. He is back out. Ragsdale goes to the lead for the moment. Hey, good evening, Brian Hewitt. How are you, buddy? And here comes Ragsdale on his way in. Aaron Brill, due to being stuck back behind the street stocks, may very well have a couple extra laps of fuel in that car. Ryan McDaniel has had another problem. Ryan coming down the front straightaway toward turn 1. Gets into the corner a little low, catches the grass. Goes for a quick spin, quickly recovers. Fortunately, Pieper managed to get by clean. Aaron Brill has completed his pit stop as well. But Patrick Pieper closing in from behind. Brill may end up losing a lap here. Aaron Smith's lead continuing to grow, 15 1/4 seconds. over Kirk. Indy has lost ground to Kirk. Now 2.8 seconds back. Vern Spring back in fourth. Ruskoff in fifth. Ryan McDaniel on pit road. Looked like Connor McDonough lost the connection for a bit. He is back in the car, but quite a ways behind. Chad Ragsdale in second, now 9.3 seconds back. Aaron Brill trying to stay close to Pieper in case Patrick makes a mistake. Vern Spring is in for his stop. Ragsdale has a 16.7 second lead over Kirk Marble. Can Kirk capitalize on all that GT3 practice he gets on Sundays and close the gap? Indy Kirchenbauer starting to close back in on Kirk. 2.7, now 2.6 seconds back. Austin Ruskoff currently fourth in the street stocks as Indy is bringing it in for his stop. Will he take tires on this stop is the question. We see a lot of drivers when they come here and need to make a stop. We see a lot of them make it a left side tire only. Does not look like Indy's taking any. Aaron Smith is on his way in. Indy is still sitting on pit road. He may have gotten a penalty. He is finally rolling out again. Kirk Marble is in. Oh, Kirk, it looked like Kirk had a problem. See Kirk's entry into pit road here from the blimp. Yeah, it looked like he might have carried a bit too much speed. He may end up with a penalty as well. Pieper continues to lead Ragsdale in second. They have both lapped Aaron Brill in third. But Brill now appears to be up to speed after getting some laps in. Oh, Aaron is coming in. Austin Ruskoff also on pit road, along with Kirk Marble. Pieper continues to run away. His only concern now is staying out of trouble. Aaron Brill on his way back out as well. Kirk Marble is back out on track. He does appear to have gotten a penalty. That moves Indy up into second. Indy still 27 seconds behind Aaron Smith out front. Hey, good evening, Richie. Aaron Brill continues to sit on pit road. His crew over there seem to be discussing something.
Hi, Doug.
Well, Richie, why aren't you in here racing?
I was racing somewhere else. Jerry Poole got me into another league, it's Xfinity League. I was doing good until I got took out. So how's the race doing at Lime Rock?
Well, it's going pretty good. Are you going to be able to join us for Thompson?
Oh yeah, I'll be there at Thompson.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to jump in here and watch this.
Well, it has been a great race so far, and strategy coming into play to a degree.
Who's got the lead?
Well, Pieper is leading in the late models, and Aaron Smith leads the street stocks for the moment.
Oh, they got it. Okay.
Indy Kirchenbauer now has a big gap on Kirk Marble in third. Whoa! Pieper trying to get by. This is where things get a little sketchy for him. He manages to get clear, but a couple of close calls through the S's. Looks like Pieper will have clear track for a while. 8 minutes left to go. All he's got to do is keep that car going the right way, and having some distance before he gets to lap traffic will be a huge, huge help. Heartbreaking to see Kirk get a speeding penalty after the epic battle we saw between him and Indy in the early going here.
I missed that.
Yeah, they were both hanging it all out, all the way around the track. Patrick Pieper's lead now almost 17 seconds over. Pieper is back in. Looks like he did not have enough fuel after that first stop. This will give Ragsdale a huge, huge opportunity if he has conserved any fuel at all. And Indy way overshot that last turn. Kirk continues to close. Hey, good evening, Cody. Kirk Marble starting to close back up on Indy, but it's going to take Indy making a much bigger mistake for Kirk to have a shot. Vern Spring now sits fourth in class, having gotten past Austin. Ryan McDaniel has managed to move back up past Colin.
Yeah, Ryan set up a practice. He was out there practicing. I ran some laps with him the other night. I was running the street stock, so I didn't run the late model, so I don't know how the late model does around here.
Well, it definitely does better over the top of the hill. Does not get as light. Drivers can keep their feet in it. Chad Ragsdale now has the lead, but has not come to pit road for the final time. Aaron Brill has not come back out. looks like his race is done. It is a 2-horse race for the late models. And Pieper is closing in, now less than 10 seconds behind. Ragsdale goes by pit road again. He pitted later than Pieper did, so he may very well have the fuel to go the distance without another stop. And he goes wide. That's going to allow Pieper to close way back in. Patrick does have some lap traffic to get around. Vern Spring and Indy Kirchenbauer just ahead. Boy, if you're Patrick Pieper, you are really worried right now. Looks like Indy moves over, lets Patrick get by. Got a little close on corner entry. And Chad Ragsdale's lead has just about disappeared. Patrick now just 2.7 seconds back.
Patrick's a pretty tough road racer. He's hard to beat when he's on it, and he's really good in the late models road course racing.
Yeah, don't know many people that can say they're good at running late models on road courses. It's not something that happens a lot, but man, he is putting a whooping on him tonight.
Well, he had his own league up, and he threw it up for the old late models, road course racing. I jumped in there, but my work got involved, and I didn't get to run a lot of them races, but he was fast in that, too.
Well, he's definitely showing it. He's now just 1 second behind Ragsdale. Ragsdale trying to move to the right to make sure he has the inside line into turn 1.
Oh, he overdrove it.
He definitely did. And Ragsdale in the grass. Pieper back to the lead.
Yeah, I saw that going in there. Chad went in a little too deep and got it wheel hopping.
Kirk Marble has continued to close on Indy, but still 41 seconds back. Austin Ruskoff is closing the gap on Vern, but will not have the time from the look of it. Pieper crosses the line with 2 minutes to go. Ragsdale is on pit road. Aaron Smith has just dominated the street stock. His lead now 42 seconds over Indy. Kirk Marble now just 40.5 seconds back, but again, he's running him down, but will not have enough time. Holy cow! Kirk came over the top of that hill sideways, full send. Almost lost it, but managed to hold on to her. Austin still trying to close in on Vern, but will not have enough time either. Patrick, though, back in heavy lap traffic again, and Ruskoff has had a problem ahead.
Yeah, he spun it out and went off. I caught that right when it happened.
Now he managed to get it gathered up and stay off the track. Is there going to go? Nope. Almost went too wide into that turn. That was definitely a danger point we talked about in pre-race. Coming over that hill side by side. white flag is in the air one more time around for Patrick Pieper and Aaron Smith. Yeah, Cody, they are definitely Tokyo drifting, or rather, Lime Rock drifting. Pieper just a few corners away from winning the first race. Same with Aaron Smith.
We'll have to give Marble a hard time. He ain't doing too good.
Yeah, he was earlier till he got his speeding penalty. But here we go through the final turn. He's dominated all race long. Patrick Pieper will win in the late models. Kirk went very wide off the final turn. And here comes Aaron Smith over the top of the hill one last time. And heads toward the final turn. Aaron Smith has led from the drop of the green and will pull off the win with a big drift to celebrate. Smith pulls off the win for the street stocks. And a few of them celebrating by crashing their cars.
Well, I celebrated at Talladega, but I didn't want to celebrate like I wanted to come around celebrating.
Well, let's talk to our two winners. We'll start with Aaron Smith.
Hop out of here.
Aaron, man, from the drop of the green, you were the fastest street stock out there, just untouchable.
Yeah, man, that was a great car and track combo. I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the season has to offer.
But you definitely had it. How much practice did you put in before the race? Because you obviously had something figured out here tonight.
Yeah, I turned a couple laps just to make sure my shift points were right, but I've done a lot of racing in these stock cars and these road courses, so fortunately it worked out for me tonight.
Well, it definitely did, man. Great job in race one. We'll see how you do in the second one.
All right, thank you.
And Patrick Pieper pulls off the late model win. Patrick, man, I don't even know what to say. That was a dominant performance.
Yeah, no, I just was lucky I didn't really make any mistakes. There was a couple times where I dipped a tire into the grass coming out of that last turn like I was saying, and I was worried that it was going to shoot left or shoot right into the wall. But yeah, luckily I wasn't able to make any mistakes, and it sounded like there was a couple struggles from a couple of the other guys that were in late model stock. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was necessarily easy because it was kind of hard to stay focused, like I said, come out of the last turn and kind of keeping ahead of Chad those first few laps too, because he was kind of holding pace there for a little bit. But yeah, no, it was fun.
I have to ask, with about 2 laps to go, you came up the hill. You just barely got by Kirk in time. How worried were you about coming over the hill next to a street stock?
That actually wasn't very nerve-wracking, but I had a moment, I think it was with Vern, where I wasn't looking at my relatives, and I swear I didn't even see him when I was coming down the straightaway and coming into the right-hander up the turn, and then I came over the hill and he was right in front of me and I had to walk up the brakes. So that was actually my closest call of the race. But besides that, it was pretty smooth. Everybody in the street stocks were showing respect at least to the faster cars this time. So.
Well, now on to Thompson. We'll see how you do. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, Doug. Yeah, I'm going to get that going right now.
Patrick Pieper gets the win in the late model. Aaron Smith pulls off the win for the street stock. Folks, don't go anywhere. Okay, you can run to the snack bar, but that's it. We're going to be back in just a few moments. Gonna do some short track battling at Thompson. Stick around, everybody. drivers are back on track. Practice is underway here at Thompson. Under the lights, ready to go. We'll be back with you. We'll leave you watching practice, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments. Stick around, everybody. Folks, just got an update. Season 2 of the Street Stock Challenge, according to Ryan, will start recruiting next week. Not the actual season, so there's still time to get in for Season 2. And once we have the posters and everything, we'll make sure to share everything with you. We'll talk to people here in just a few moments to clarify, but thanks to Ryan for the update. Hey, good evening, Kenny. This one is just the Fall Classic for C12 Motorsports, but starting next week, Season 2 of their Street Stock Challenge is back. We'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Enjoy watching practice. This is gonna get good. An even number of street stocks versus late models at the moment. Kenny, if you're still part of C12, you could still hop in for this race. Folks, we'll be back with you here in about 2 minutes, but I've got to run up to the flag stand, talk to Barney, the flag man, and some of the officials. Get ready, folks. This race is going to be a lot of fun. All right, folks, we are back, getting ready to go racing at Thompson. It'll be a 60-lap battle. And these late models are currently about 2 seconds a lap faster, or the late models are about 2 seconds faster a lap than the street stocks, so they will end up in a lot of lap traffic. let's see if we can get a word with Patrick Pieper and get the final word on Season 2. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, what's up, Doug?
Hey, so we had a little question. We want to make sure we get the official answer here. What's
the
the plan for Season 2?
The plan for Season 2. So we've got... This race was just a little special event I wanted to do for multi-class just to kind of have some fun. The plan for Season 2 is we're starting recruitment races next week with a oval and road race at Iowa. It's going to be the same time. Unfortunately, Doug, I'm probably not going to be broadcasting that one since it's a recruitment race. But we got that, and then the following Tuesday at the same time, I'm just kind of holding my breath here because I'm racing Richie side by side. Next week after that, we've got Charlotte. We're going to be running one rallycross race there, and then we're running the Charlotte dirt track right after that. And then the final week for the recruitment races, which I think is going to be on the 5th of November. I believe we're running the same configuration or same series of tracks that we had that we're running tonight. We're running Lime Rock and Thompson. And then I believe it's the 12th of November is when the season starts, and we've got 12 weeks. There's going to be 6 weeks for the first half, and then we're going into a break for the holidays, so we're not going to be racing for a few weeks for Christmas and New Year's, because New Year's and Christmas both fall very close to a Tuesday, I believe, so I think it's best not to have some races. And then we're going to have 6 races to finish the second half. And so how it's working is it's very similar to last season. We've got a lot of tracks that are ovals that have an oval and a road configuration. We've got some tracks that are close to each other, like Thompson and Lime Rock, for example, but we've got like VIR and I think the second week we've got VIR in South Boston, for example. But one of the new things this year or this season is going to be the introduction of rallycross and dirt racing. We're going to be having 3 rounds each of dirt oval and rallycross races, so that'll be pretty fun. They're going to be kind of thrown in the mix. So every night isn't going to be a road and oval race. There's going to be some nights where it's going to be an oval and a dirt oval. There's going to be some nights where it's going to be a road and a rallycross. So it's going to be interesting, and it should be really fun. The setup for the rallycross tracks is really good. The selection of rallycross tracks that are in there is really nice. They suit the cars and the drivers really well. And then also same thing with the dirt tracks too.
Well, I am definitely, after looking at the schedule, I'm very excited about the rallycross tracks because I've not got to broadcast anything on rally. So I'm really looking forward to that. Well, good luck tonight. The 2 seconds a lap difference is going to be huge with 5 of each class.
Well, it's going to be interesting when we encounter lap traffic. I mean, it's not only just going to be a tight battle up at the front of each class, but also just mitigating the chaos when the late models come around and figuring out which line to take and working our way around the slower traffic. It's going to be pretty fun. I've done a lot of multi-class road racing, but I've never really seen too many multi-class oval races, so this will be something new.
One of the first leagues I ever broadcast was actually a multi-class oval that did Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. So I have a lot of experience with this, and this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think the speed delta between these cars and the trucks and the Xfinity and those guys is going to be a lot more spread out, though. So
it definitely will, man. Good luck and have some fun out there, buddy.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Well, there you have it, folks. The plan for the coming weeks. As soon as Patrick gets some posters put together, we'll be sure to share them. And obviously, as he said, no broadcast for the recruitment races, but we'll make sure to share all of those and keep you guys informed. Just a minute to go in practice. Just enough time to run to the snack bar, get something to eat, get something to drink, While you're standing in line, make sure to hit that like, follow, subscribe, and share. Also, don't forget, tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, C12 Motorsports is back. After a rough race in North Wilkesboro last week, tempers were flaring. Will any of that carry over to tomorrow night? Tomorrow night we will be at Indy. Would be interesting if Indy Kirchenbauer won tomorrow night at Indianapolis. The question now, who will get it done tonight? Oh, Kenny, at least you have a great place to watch. Good luck, Richie, and good luck to all the drivers as they begin to roll out for qualifying. Aaron Smith on his way out. Kirk Marble out on track. Chad Ragsdale out. Patrick Pieper out on track, as well as Richie Joplin. Austin Ruskoff also on track, along with Aaron Brill. Indy Kirchenbauer out on track. Ryan McDaniel has switched to a late model. Colin McDonough rolls out. Funny, Kenny, I had that same thought. Remember, the cars with yellow numbers are the late models. The blue numbers are the street stocks. Aaron Brill out. Aaron Smith is out on track. Can Aaron Smith sweep the night in the street stocks? And will Patrick Pieper be able to sweep the night in the late models? Looks like the most of the late models have completed qualifying. Colin McDonough and Aaron Brill, the last two street stocks. And it does look like Aaron Smith will start out front for the street stocks, but Chad Ragsdale will have the pole in the late models. All the drivers have completed qualifying, just waiting for the time to run out. And they will do battle for 60 laps here at Thompson. Worth noting, if you look at the track map, you can't tell, but the pit road here is very, very odd. So if anybody has to come to pit road, it can be very detrimental. As always, if you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. And let's see who has the biggest fan club here tonight. All the drivers do get a warm-up here. Kenny Storkson thinking Chad Ragsdale in the 83 will pull it off. We'll get one last look here, and we'll also be able to look down from the blimp. You see the pit road entry in the middle of 3 and 4. But then you go down that long pit road and have to take that road. You see a driver coming out to come back out on the backstretch. Looks like the street stocks may have a slight advantage in the turn. Smith was able to hold on to Chad Ragsdale. This is a very, very bumpy track. The softer suspension in those street stocks may come into play. Indy getting a little squirrely through 1 and 2. Well, he was wrecking from out a fourth of a lap, finally saved it. Richie Joplin currently the fastest late model. Andy Kirchenbauer the fastest street stock. Austin Ruskoff out on track along with Chad Ragsdale right behind. Patrick Pieper now only third fastest, looking for that last little bit of speed. That wasn't it. Marble and Aaron Brill getting some side-by-side practice here. And remember, those late models are about almost 2 seconds a lap faster on average. And at less than 20 seconds a lap, lap traffic will be there very quickly. Chad Ragsdale and Austin Ruskoff went the wrong way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The second race of the night. Chad Ragsdale and Patrick Pieper on the front row. Richie Joplin and Austin Ruskoff on the second row. Ryan McDaniel rounds out the 5 late models. Aaron Smith is the car out front for the street stocks. Indy Kirchenbauer, Colin McDonough on the 4th row. Kirk Marble and Aaron Brill round out the field. All the drivers lined up, ready to go. Pace car is rolling. The late models starting out front does give them a little bit of an advantage to pull away. But that also means they will come around and start lapping the street stocks even sooner. Nope, pace car is still out. Pace car will go in this time by. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air at Thompson. Chad quickly to the lead. Richie Joplin now battling with Patrick Pieper. Ryan McDaniel, Austin Ruskoff battle back behind. Aaron Smith in the street stock, currently out front. But Indy Kirchenbauer and Colin McDonough not far behind. Chad has the lead, but Richie Joplin has the fastest lap. Aaron Smith still leading. Indy Kirchenbauer, Colin McDonough, Kirk Marble, and Aaron Brill. Ryan McDaniel has moved up into 4th, now trying to run down that top 3. Richie looking underneath for the lead. Can't get it. This is one of those tracks that unless you are really holy cow, Richie is around. And caution is out for the first time. Richie was up front, battling for the lead, got a good run into turn one, had the nose in, but on the power just a hair too much, the back end steps out on him. The car is undamaged, he'll get back in the fight, but now he'll have to navigate all those street stocks. Chad Ragsdale and Austin Ruskoff have come to pit road. Ragsdale took right sides. That now puts two of these cars at the back. Richie Joplin at the moment has been moved up. We'll see if the other two late models get pulled up to the front. And it does look like they will stack the late models back up together, so those drivers will not have to come through the street stocks just yet. Austin Ruskoff is back on pit road. Lights are out on the pace car. Austin has got to get out quickly. He is on his way out, but it's likely going to put him at the back. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Keeper on the bottom, Ryan up top. Ryan tries to keep the nose outside. Patrick Pieper clears into the lead. Richie Joplin now looking underneath Ryan McDaniel for second. Aaron Smith currently leads the street stocks, but Indy right on his bumper. Austin Ruskoff back behind, trying to fight his way forward. Richie was practically pushing Ryan. Oh! He got into Ryan's bumper, and Kirk has nowhere to go. No caution. Now the caution flies. Let's take a look at this incident again. Coming out of 4, Richie practically pushes Ryan down the front straightaway. Richie just gets a better run off right into Ryan's bumper. Kirk Marble was just too low and ends up getting into Ryan. Brian Hewitt cheering on Richie Joplin, who is now moved up into second. Chad Ragsdale back into third after starting up front. Austin now up into fourth. Ryan McDaniel on pit road along with Kirk Marble. Ryan McDaniel on his way back out. Should maintain the lead lap. Kirk Marble also back out. Does maintain the lead lap. Both drivers repaired, ready to go as the lights go out on the pace car. Ryan trying to get by the street stocks before the green. He will get there. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Richie clears into one. Out of turn two, Richie Joplin to the lead. Austin Ruskoff up high. Chad Ragsdale looks low. Ryan looked even lower. Indy Kirchenbauer, meanwhile, has taken the lead for the street stocks. Aaron Smith still with him in second. Colin McDonough and Kirk Marble battling for third. Richie starting to put a gap on Pieper. Austin staying right on Patrick's bumper. A little squirrely there, out of two. Ryan McDaniel back behind, trying to hold Ragsdale off. And after just a few laps, Indy Kirchenbauer and the street stock leader already 7 seconds back from the late models. Those late models will be coming to battle through those street stocks before long. Aaron Smith still right on Indy's bumper. Patrick Pieper staying within striking distance of Richie. Kirk Marble now third in the street stocks and is closing the gap on Aaron Smith. Richie starting to make a little bit of a gap. Meanwhile, quick look at the track map. The blue ones are the street stocks. Those yellow ones are the late models. And Richie Joplin is closing quickly. Let's take a few laps in Richie's car. Down through 1 and 2. And coming out of turn 2, he already sees Aaron Brill half a straightaway ahead. All that extra horsepower coming into play. And Richie already to Aaron's bumper. Wow. Things will definitely heat up now. Patrick Pieper, Austin Ruskoff, Ryan McDaniel now having to navigate their way through the slower street stocks. Richie on Kirk Marble's back bumper. Kirk Marble slides up a little bit to let the faster cars get by. But remember, they still have to battle the cars back behind them as well. Andy Kirchenbauer and Aaron Smith up front. They're the top two street stocks battling it out. But here comes the late model leader. Richie gets by clean. Aaron Smith tries to take advantage. Pieper gets underneath. He is going to clear on the backstretch. But these street stocks are separating the late models just a little bit. Richie Joplin now has a 1 1/4 second lead over Pieper. Austin currently in third. Ryan McDaniel in fourth with Chad Ragsdale on his bumper. Andy Kirchenbauer still leads the street stocks. Aaron still right on his bumper. Kirk Marble back in third, trying to draft off those late models to close back up. Colin McDonough and Aaron Brill back behind, trying to gain some ground. "25 laps to go for Richie Joplin. Ragsdale has moved up into fourth in the late models. Ryan McDaniel now back to fifth. Richie Joplin's lead growing to 1.6 seconds. Over Patrick Pieper. Patrick has a 1 1/4 second gap on Austin. Andy Kirchenbauer still has Aaron Smith right there. They had a little space while Ryan was sitting there. Ryan goes under to battle past. Indy dropping low, trying to get a little draft off of Ryan's car. He does put a little gap between him and Aaron. Richie already heading back into lap traffic. Colin McDonough just ahead. Andy Kirchenbauer now has a little bit of breathing room on Aaron Smith. Aaron trying extremely hard to find a line that will allow him to close the gap. Looked like Kirk Marble got the wall out of 4. Patrick Pieper continues to lose ground to the leader. Austin Ruskoff back in 3rd. Austin closes a little bit, but it looks like the next lap he just goes a little too far and loses it again. That gap holding about 1.3 seconds. Chad Ragsdale now in 4th. He is 4.1 seconds back. But right now, he is the fastest late model on track. The 5 late models now fairly even distances, but Ragsdale is chomping away at the gap. He is now down to 3.7 seconds. As he closes in on Austin, Austin back in heavy lap traffic. Indy, meanwhile, has a 1 1/4 second lead over Aaron Smith. Kirk Marble back in 3rd, not gaining any ground, but Colin back behind is closing in. Ten laps to go for Richie Joplin. Patrick Pieper now 2.8 seconds back. Chad Ragsdale in 4th, now just 2.3 seconds behind Austin. Richie clears lap traffic for the moment, pulls away from Pieper. Ragsdale hangs it all out. Now just 1.5 seconds back. Seven laps to go, and Ragsdale now just 1 second back. 3rd place Austin Ruskoff has got to be worried. Heavy lap traffic ahead. And Chad Ragsdale has caught Austin Ruskoff as they both go past Aaron Brill almost 3 wide. Richie Joplin just out for a cruise tonight. And And Indy Kirchenbauer a 1.5 second lead as Ragsdale is going to third. Austin sending it, trying to get that spot back. Three laps to go for Richie Joplin and Indy Kirchenbauer. Hey, good evening, Sean. How you been? It is always Richie's birthday. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Richie Joplin has a 4-second lead. Indy Kirchenbauer continues to lead the street stocks as well. And here they come. White flag is in the air one more time around. Richie has a big lead. Indy has a 2-second lead. And here comes Richie. He will win the late models. And Indy Kirchenbauer gets the street stock win. Let's see if we can talk to our 2 winners, starting with the youngest member of C12, Indy Kirchenbauer. Indy, congratulations. That was a pretty impressive win.
Yeah, thank you.
You definitely had some excitement there. Did the late models being on track help you or hurt you?
It really didn't do anything. They went around pretty cleanly, and you can't really compare to them. They're running like 2 seconds a lap faster.
Well, they definitely were, but man, you put on quite a show tonight, buddy. Great job and congratulations.
All right, thanks, thank you.
And the late model winner, Richie Joplin. Richie back in victory lane and a pretty dominant win.
Oh yeah, I finally started hitting my line and getting comfortable. It was fun trying to get around them street stocks. They were like way slower than me. I had to judge my catch speed on them, and I enjoyed it. I thought Pat was going to come up through there and give me a run for my money, but I guess I got through the traffic better than what he did.
Well, you definitely did. You got a great gap, and you pulled it off, man. Congratulations. A great win, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Richie Joplin and Indy Kirchenbauer go to victory lane at Thompson, and what a night it has been. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. C12 Motorsports is back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night.